What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team gameplay video. I know we don't get too many of these. The patch may be a little bit of a letdown, of course, very much of a letdown. But we are back with some gameplay. This is from the stream, if you missed it. Wanted to show off some of the gameplay, because I know not everybody makes it to those streams, because maybe in school or working. So here it is. We have the new Clowney, we have a new Pat Pete, we have 50 out of 50 Texans, and we're running the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, which is different. Gun bunch quads, that's all I run. I just want to try it out. I think it's so fun. I think I really enjoy it. You see, he was so thrown off with that Y route, and then his guys run over. So bad. Also, do not leave. If you've already here, I have the hottest dot that you have ever seen, maybe. It's definitely the hottest dot I've had all year, coming up very soon. It is absolutely wild. So hopefully you guys do enjoy a little bit of gameplay, seeing the new cars. Clowney makes a few plays. Watson's a beast. He has a few crazy plays in this as well. Kareem Jackson making the play. I love using Kareem Jackson. I can't believe they gave him a 95 overall. I love that card so much. It's different, but I don't know. They've been hanging on to those hit stick catches so much lately. Maybe the patch did something to that too. I know the falling forward thing, but you see, go ahead and loop around. It's so glitchy. All you gotta do is crash up. That's it. It's Shed D. All you do is crash up. Now, I show you, if you go ahead and run Shed D, I go ahead and run QB Draw, which I don't even know if he was in Shed D, but absolutely it just opened up, and Watson with 96 speed. +3 for being all Texans, 50 out of 50, I should say. +2 for Sprinter, and then the power up is +1. So he gets all the way, oh, Madden, there you go. So he gets all the way up to 96. Again, so glitchy. There is ways to counter it, which, you know, QB draw is one of the best if you got a fast quarterback, and, you know, run game in general, pretty good against Shed D. But go ahead, and he throws that absolute dot, you know. You can't say that was, you have to say that was just a gorgeous read, right? As Ed Reed goes ahead and say, you want to make reads like that? I'll go ahead and take that. I can't believe that the Honey Badger didn't make that play. So we kicked him out, actually. We kicked Honey Badger off the team for now. Justin Reed took his spot, and this guy quits. But then we're like feeling like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and pick up OBJ. We didn't have him in that first game, so we pick him up. Don subbed as well right when we bought him for 440k, 441. He's basically 99s, obviously across the board, which I'm pretty happy with. So we have Mr. Odell Beckham Jr., which I'm running go deep on him just because my team composition. I think West Coast is a little bit better. But yeah, we get some pretty crazy. We get a pretty crazy dot in this. This guy's running Crossfire, which I don't really see too often anymore. As you see, we go ahead and just shoot the gap. Well, we try. We got stopped, but he's just pulling away from 99 speed guys. But I don't really see Crossfire too much. So it'd be interesting to see if we're able to beat, you know, this sort of nonsense as he makes an absolute dot. I thought he was going to break. I thought Ed Reed was actually going to knock that loose. But that play I really struggled against it. He caught me off guard. Every time I defended it, like not cross man, but I manned him up and then shaded outside. It seemed like he always ran crossers. Like it was just, it was a nice chess match. He really got me there. But you see, he's running some good stuff here. But A is so naked. That's Will Fuller, 99 speed, Will Fuller. But yeah, Crossfire is definitely a problem. I feel like our coverage is, our protection's pretty good. I like having the tight end on the line. 6-man is good. But two guys got free. That was a 6-man just coming free. That was wild. But you see this time, much better. We go ahead and just lob it up. We just lob it up with an absolute missile. A hot one. We just kept going back for whatever reason. I'm watching that back and I'm like, what is that pocket presence? And the absolute hottest of hot dots. And then Watson goes in and just plows forward because this game is kind of broken. And we get the touchdown. I gotta say, that's the hottest dot I have had all year. I'm 100% sure. I know I made a video where I made some crazy odd dot, but I think that one's better. That was absolutely, and of course it went to OBJ as well, which was pretty awesome. But this guy's going with the crossers. What's crazy about this PA post shot, I think he's in Titans playbook because I know that's the best playbook with this play in it. He got me there. I didn't even know he was going to run that. So cross man, shade outside. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with really just cross manning in general. It's going to be pretty good with your safeties. But he got me, and I don't think he ran it again, which was really confusing because I was not at all prepared for that, and he got me. But thankfully, he didn't run it because it is annoying to have to adjust to it and hope that your guys don't get beat. Which, you know, if you cross man, it's pretty much locked up as long as you put your guys in the right positions. But it's still annoying to deal with. So we got a 3rd and 6 here. This guy no huddled a lot. These are the types of guys that you know are going to quit if they get, if they get up down a few scores. So we're hoping to do that, just that. And you see this is completely boxed. We know he's coming across, so we're getting there, and we click off because I didn't think we were going to get there. Looking back on it, I'm pretty sure that would have been a lurk. I thought I had to click on to someone else, and then he makes a good read, but Bobby Wagner's there to hit stick. No, he just goes for, I went for a hit stick. Somehow I didn't get a hit stick. I'm not sure. So he gets that, but we do get a sack, and now it's 3rd and 17. And this is looking pretty good, and we get through. J.J. Watt just causing problems. And now he's 4th and 17. He's got to settle for a field goal again. That's 2 field goals, which is good. If we can make him settle for field goals. Again, that's pinch line, IDing, I believe. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was the problem. And it just screams in. I don't get it. But then the next time, it's like I do the same thing, and it's like, okay, why did that not happen before? We make a really good read here, I thought. I think X we could have hit as well. But we lead it upfield, and maybe it wasn't a great read because it was a really tough throw. And unfortunately, it was a decent throw, but not close enough to get the animation. And now we got a 4th and 7. I don't see the open guy. Maybe I could have hit A coming back, but I really wanted to just lob it up in case it wasn't caught. And that was hindsight, maybe not the best decision, but it's like a 25-yard punt. So that's not looking good. Again, we're in a new offense. Kansas City Chiefs, gun bunch quads. We're trying it out. So, just... And maybe not the best, but absolute dot there. I was unable to keep up. I thought I was going to be able to catch up there with Sean T. Now he just ran away from me. But thankfully, 3rd and 5, Michael Vick, he goes with the option, which was, pretty solid in this game, but we were able to defend that really well. And he has to settle for a field goal again, and it's 9-7. I'm really fascinated with this play right here. Obviously, we got sacked. I'm looking back on it, I obviously see the left side, so this is good for me to look at what I'm missing, the reason I'm missing, and you see him just send like everybody here, but thankfully we have our hot read there to pick up a nice gain. But looking back on it, I see that side was really naked, and I need to take advantage of that. And here we go ahead. We know he's sending the heat, so I'm like, why not we just run a slant, spin, and then we're gone. And that's basically exactly what happened. I'm like, I knew right when I threw it, I was throwing it. Right when I threw it, I was throwing it. I knew right when I snapped it, if that guy was blitzing off the edge, I was throwing it, and if he was going to try to use her, I was going to low point. He didn't use it, so I don't bother low pointing. Obviously, spin, gone for 6. OBJ, beautiful. And this, he probably should pause. Like, that was so stupid that he was not able to catch that. Very unlucky. That's just so bad awareness by the receiver there. That's cross. No, that wasn't cross man. That was just regular man protecting against the deep corner route, and unfortunately, he got me on the deep cross. So just. Nice chess match there, and he ended up beating me there. He did have the guy open there. Again, he was getting me. I felt like every time I was running one, he was doing the other play, and it was just tough. He's got me on some bad matchups. But now we got him in 2nd and 19. We can just protect the sticks. We don't really have to worry about getting beat deep because of the clouds that are going to drift quite a lot. And then we just need to have a solid user, and we should be good. So that sack was really big. Was that Clowney that got that one, or Watt? But yeah, we had some nice sacks. So now he's got a 2nd 19. Watt just screams again. The loop is just so, and again, all you got to do is crash up. That's all you got to do. And the loop is just so strong. 3rd and 19. He makes a really good read here because we were protecting sticks. So he goes ahead and gets that, and we absolutely level him. Absolutely leveled. And now he's got a 4th and 8. This is a big play, obviously. And this looks, obviously completely clamped, and Ed Reed jumps in front. I probably should squat there, There's no way I get back to the 44, or is there? Look at that double spin right there. Okay, we didn't really go that much. We got to the 46, but still end up working out. But it's still not over. 14-9. I go ahead. I get a little bit, I'm not the best decision. And he gets a CPU strip. That's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I got stuck in an animation. I couldn't even protect the ball. I'm hitting the R1, but it won't let me because I'm stuck in an animation. So that really stinks. But we got a 2nd and 3 here. So that was tough, but this is cover 4, protect sticks. And did you see how clamped that was? That was wild. I need to put that in my repertoire a little bit more. That was crazy how well that defended that. But we're 3rd and 15 now. We're using Sean T. Great user, of course. And he goes ahead. He sees it, and I see it, and I go ahead and lurk it. What a great way. I thought... You never know. They give me a safety or something there. That's crazy. But this game isn't over. Again, I go ahead. I know he's using the right side, obviously, with identified. So I go ahead and low point because I see the safety coming down. Low point to get me out of the end zone. He takes his time out here with 43 seconds. I just had to make sure I didn't take a safety there. And guess what? I'm doing it. I'm going for the QB draw. I love just being able to use Watson. use his legs, and we protect the ball. We probably should have slid. I thought at the time that you could just protect the ball and you never fumble. People in my chat said, no, you can fumble. I thought if it was a designed run, as you see, we're on a 21-game win streak, and we're running a new offense. That's only the second game. You've seen both games. We're trying, but we've been playing all right. But we try to protect the ball, and I thought that meant it would never fumble if it's a designed run. That's what my understanding. I've never fumbled. I mean, it's rare, but supposedly you can. So I should have slid there. I just figured that's what I thought that's what the case was. Now, if you scramble with your quarterback, then, you know, and you cover the ball, you can fumble. They changed that, but I really thought you couldn't fumble. So that was a mistake, but we still get the win. 21-game win streak, but I don't know if you guys like this sort of way we're doing it, but we show the gameplay, and then we show the team. We did show it in the last video, but I'll go ahead and show off the Clowney and the OBJ. I already showed you in Patrick Peterson. And then we'll go ahead and let you guys go. Let's go ahead and show the team. All right, the team is here. You've seen, you know, if you missed my last video, you can check it out if you want to see all these stats of, like, Watson and Hopkins, 99 speed Hopkins, just kimmed out of their mind with 50 out of 50 Texans, as well as many other kims going. But I showed you the OBJ, 99, pretty much, you know, a lot of them. He just doesn't have the height, but still fun to use. He made some big plays, obviously, in the gameplay, so he was a star. Defensively, Clowney had a couple sacks, and I do want to show off the Clowney, because I don't think I showed him off, because he just came out, what, there you go. So 96 speed. You remember he has 89. So power up 90, plus 3 for Texans. That gets you to 93. Sprinter 95, and then Madden 96. And because he is a team diamond, you could just run 2 kims. You could run like lockdown and pass rush. But I personally love the plus 2 speed. Pass rush or lockdown, both good. But I went pass rush. Lockdown I might switch. We'll see how I feel about it. He can reach 80 zone if I go ahead and put lockdown on him in my Texans team. But I just can't imagine not blitzing with him, you know, not rushing the passer with him. So, you know, maybe he's not as good as LT, which does stink because he's been out for months. He is heavier than LT. There's a few things he's better at LT, but they're pretty similar cards, honestly. So that does stink because LT's going to have a new card, and he's going to obviously be way better. LT's going to be the best card in MUT whenever he drops. So he's always, I don't know what they do to, they just overpower that card every time. When his Legend came out, it was a 92, but it wasn't a real 92. I think it was like a 94, and then his 95 came out. It's like, this looks like one of the best. I mean, we've never seen a 95 look like this, and then when he gets an Ultimate Legend, it'll obviously be amazing. But Clowney, and then of course Pat Pete. We have Pat Pete, Kareem Jackson, and Boye, and they all look like golden tickets. Pat Pete's probably the best corner. Of course, he gets the double kims, as well as just 6'1". Pat Pete's just a beast. He can spin as well, so after the catch, he's much more lethal. But they all look like golden tickets on this Texans team. So Pat Pete, Boye, Kareem Jackson, Sean T, Ed Reed. We got Justin Reed for Texans. We got the Honey Badger there. And the defensive line, these guys right here don't see the field. So we have Peppers, we have Watt, Merciless, and Clowney. So overall, with Bobby Wagner, and then we put safeties in the box with Wagner. So a couple safeties. So overall, I feel like the team's pretty good. We definitely could add another safety like Cam Chancellor. We still have him. We could add him as opposed to using like Justin Reed or the Honey Badger. But overall, I really like the team. Let me know what you guys think. We could obviously pick up someone else, but I like using players that you don't see as much. So even like a Cam Chancellor, not as popular. Like Odell Beckham Jr., like everybody's running Calvin because he's so cheap. I mean, I love Calvin. He's the best wide receiver in MUT, but you know, maybe run somebody who's still really good, but maybe you don't see as much, and you see OBJ made some plays. So Calvin would have probably made those same plays, but you know, I like doing it with other players. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and that's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.